marketing is all about seduction, a professional seduction where you want the customer to come to you, and then everyone is coming up with these new ideas every time there's something new happening, and you get to know a lot about that, and then you have the chance to learn it and implement it. So I'd say to all the young people and to my younger self that competition nahi hai. Just go as fast as you can in the industry, because if I had started a year or two earlier in this or right after college, I would be a business manager or an associate manager already. I'm Prathamesh. I'm from Nasik, and I joined Kraftshala a year back. So, talking about my education, I am a BTech graduate. I'm an engineer, and I decided to turn into a marketer because I was from a pretty good college. I was from VIT Pune, and I kind of have a pretty good idea what kind of work I'd be doing as an engineer. And to be very blunt, I hate it. I hated the kind of work that was there in the engineering field. It was pretty boring for me personally. It didn't suit my personality at all. So I decided to switch into marketing. And now, 1 year later, after graduating from Kraftshala, I'm pretty happy about the decision I had made. Honestly speaking, I had no idea what digital marketing was when I was in college. When I was in college, I was a very good student. I'd say average. I wouldn't say I was a topper or something, but I was good. I was very much focused in the technical field. I even won a hackathon on national level. So, I had pretty much set my eyes on the engineering career only. And that's how I got to know that I'm not made for this. I used to work a lot in the technical background, and all the projects and everything were, companies related. It was on field kind of thing. So I never got the chance to know what marketing is. Marketing, we used to think the people that come to us to sell stuff, or those that are in the mall and doing something. So what digital marketing is and what it is, I had no idea. But thankfully, at the time it felt unfortunate, but now I think it was a very fortunate thing that COVID happened, and I lost my campus placement, right? So I was pretty much sure, let me explore what options I have. So I am a youth sustainability enthusiast, and I joined an NGO, Sustain and Save, which was kind of related to bringing more awareness about sustainability and everything, the green way of living. And there I got to know the power of what digital marketing really is. You kind of know what digital marketers do, but you don't really have an idea how it works or how deep it goes. So that's the first time I got in touch with it, where I used to handle their social media, website, and everything. I got to know that this is where I get to explore the creativity and the fun part in me, but also I get to leverage the technical background I got from engineering, right? So it's kind of a mix of creativity and tech both. And so that's why I started learning on my own. I did a lot of YouTubing and stuff, and then I created my own website. I kind of experimented there. I got a lot of chance to do it at the NGO also. That's how I started a lot of free work or chota mota kind of work. And then I got a job abroad as in it was work from home, but the agency was in Scotland. So I got a job there as a link prospector. And so I was working there, and then I got to know about Kraftshala. I wanted to do Kraftshala, but I was graduated, so I didn't want to invest some time more into learning and not work. But then recently they had came up with the 6 months program, a part-time program for working professionals as well. So I thought, I was like waiting for this, something this happened. Good that Kraftshala came up with it, and then I joined in the very first batch only. I started with the program, and it gave me a very good opportunity to get into the paid media side. And while I was working also, I was getting a lot of exposure on what kind of things are there into digital marketing apart from SEO and social media kind of thing, the paid ads and performance marketing side of it. And it really gave me that confirmation I needed that yes, I switched into another field from engineering, and it was a super risky decision, especially because digital marketing is not a fresher friendly field at all. When in India you're searching for jobs, they're giving you like 5,000, 10,000. आना था. We have a lot of people that want to do it. So it was like, and I was like, no, buddy, I'm an engineer. You can insult me with the salary that low. And that was also one of the reason why I had to search for opportunities abroad, because I was not getting the kind of money I would want over here, right? And that's one of the very good thing at Kraftshala, that even as a fresher, they make you kind of ready for an environment or the kind of roles where you're getting a respectable amount of salary and you can start on a very good terms. So it was really good. So that's how I came to know about marketing, and Kraftshala also helped with it. The best thing about digital marketer is you are at the top of everything that is happening in the glamour world. So now I am working with PGD, and I am working for a client named General Motors. All the vintage cars, Cadillac, Chevrolet, all those brands. And what's gonna happen now. Recently we had a talk about the digital ads on airports and billboards and stuff. They are also going to get into digital, and we are learning a lot about the buzzwords today that are that Gen AI and stuff. Yeah. So we are also getting a lot into that, like how AI is gonna change the face of marketing, especially in the digital world, where you're gonna have personalized ads that are super personalized to you and only you. That they can also talk to you in your own language. They can also they can know what kind of interests you have, and they're going to be modified to you. So if you're seeing the same ad and your friend is also seeing the same ad, but technically it's not going to be the same. It's going to be about the same product, but the way they're going to approach you and the way they're going to approach your friend are going to be really different. So it's every day something new is happening, and you're not bored at doing the same thing 9 to 5. You're getting bored. It's not like that. So there's a creative side to it, there's a tech side to it, and it's really fun to be working. And that's the thing I love, because marketing is all about seduction. A professional seduction, where you want the customer to come to you, and then everyone is coming up with these new ideas every time there's something new happening, and you get to know a lot about that, and then you have the chance to learn it and implement it, especially with big, like General Motors is spending like billions of budget. So whenever you these big clients who are willing to throw money at you, you just do something new and get us on top of our game, right? That's the most fun part I love about being a digital marketer. So I was actually also preparing for masters, MBA. So I was preparing for CAT. So I know the importance of the colleges, and I know what kind of great people issue and Varun are, the background, and I also know the kind of tie-ups Kraftshala had at the time. I had researched a lot on Poro also, and I also know that they take a lot of sessions in IIMs as well. So I knew the credibility of Kraftshala even before they had launched the part-time program. So I pretty much knew that it's a good institute for someone who wanted to get into the field. So those are one of the most significant reasons that is why I joined Kraftshala. But the main reasons were Varun issue and the credibility the program had in the industry already. Even if you're trying to learn something online, the information is in bits and pieces everywhere, right? So you have a lot of information happening you at the same time, and there's no everybody don't have that thing that you can link those things and come up with a structured way of having the information stored in your brain. So that's where a professional kind of training helps. So even if someone is new or someone is like me who have a little bit of experience and know what things are there, unless you join Kraftshala, you're not gonna know the importance of a structured way of learning. And not only that, like Kraftshala also had this human skills training that I think if not more important, is at least equally important to the functional training that they provide. Like there are these tools and everything where you get to learn it from YouTube also, but the tools are not the main thing that is happening in the industry. Thing is the approach, the marketing way, the way how marketers think, and that is something you don't get to learn so easily on internet. You get to learn the tools, and anyone can. The tools are so user friendly. Even if a school kid had to launch a campaign and you just tell them the settings what to do and they can do it, but that's not how but the companies are investing billions of dollars in it. They're not expecting you to just run an ad. They want the return on those investment, right? And that comes from the marketing approach that is taught at Kraftshala. So I remember firstly what we were taught was not Google ads or Facebook ads or Amazon ads. First, what we were taught was what marketing is actually, and how you have to get an idea of the market conditions and what kind of approach you have to take for a specific market problem that a company is facing. So we had a lot of project for McDonald's, Sanfi, a lot of these brands. We were given case studies and we were pushed to think like a marketer. Like how would you solve these problems? Some companies have limited budget. Not everyone is top of their game. Some of them are startups also. So how so the approach to take for all these cases are really different, and that's what you learn at Kraftshala. And I think that is what the main reason is, and you actually getting to talk with the people who are actually working in the industry and who are at good places. So we used to work like for the part-time program. We used to work all day, and then we used to have sessions at night, and we had to sacrifice our weekend also. But you have to do it if you got to do something you want. There's no other option. But the SST team were also a big help in this. They used to schedule the classes and everything in a very good way, where we kind of used to get the time to actually not get burned out. Like there were session schedule, and then we used to get a lot of time to do our assignment. It was scheduled in a proper way that if you're following the schedule right, you don't have to go out and take out more time and invest it for the program. No, if you're following the schedule right, then you're getting enough time to do whatever you have to do. And most of the time in the sessions also, you're brainstorming with the experts and everything, so you get a lot of time to kind of think on your own assignments in that time also, and then you have specific time to do the assignments later also in the schedule. So it was not that hard, unless you're skipping in between. You're using the time you got for assignment for your personal things, and then later you have to rush into it. Then it's a different story. It was a demanding program, but they have that idea that we are working and what kind of time we need. So we used to get more time than the full-time programmers in the part-time thing. So yeah, I think as long as you are on your schedule, it was not a very big stressful kind of thing. Huge difference. Like easily they struggle with basics. Honestly, even the BMs, even the directors, even they agree. When he was taking my interview, he did say that there are people who are with 1 year's experience or 2 year experience. They're working as associate managers, and they can't say the stuff you're saying to me right now. So yeah, there's a huge difference when someone is coming from outside and someone is coming from Kraftshala, because the kind of approach we are taught, it kind of get inbuilt in your brain. It comes out naturally. Then after you graduate the program, then you don't have to kind of think, Google something, and then you have to get to your managers or something like that. So it comes naturally, and you can do it on the spot. So it's completely visible, and that's, I think, one of the main reason why most of the newcomers in PGD are from Kraftshala, because even the company realizes the value of the training that people are getting here and the value we bring to the table. Old agency like PGD, a lot of things that are happening right now are happening super fast, and everything is really happening, taking up pace with the tech world and the AI and everything. So new things come up very fast, and you kind of have to be good at your basics to grasp those things really fast. So yeah, the anyone, even if an outsider comes and see a Kraftshala person and a non-Kraftshala person working, they would spot the difference very easily. And our managers at the company also accept this thing. They would agree to what I have just said. If I had to give my younger self advice, I would say start soon as you can, because at this point it doesn't have that kind of standard where the other industries have, that you need to have this kind of a degree or you need to have this kind of experience before coming into the field. No, so anyone can get into it at least at this point in time. So and the promotions happen really fast in this industry, because there's not a lot of good competition and at good places, because everyone who is doing good in academics, they are kind of pushed towards science and then pushed towards being a doctor or engineer, and even engineers are pushed into go into software only. So I'd say to all the young people and to my younger self that competition nahi hai. Just go as fast as you can in the industry, because if I had been if I had started a year or two earlier in this or right after college, I would be a business manager or an associate manager already. So yeah, that's what I would say to my younger self. You should have started sooner. So parents are always in favor of engineering and government jobs and stuff, because the thing is they don't know. Even as I said, even I was not aware of what this industry is when I was in college. How would I expect my parents to know? And still, like, even after completing a year in the industry, they still have that hesitation. But I won't blame them for it, because they just don't have the idea of what's really happening in the industry. This is completely new to most of the people, even the people that are already working in corporate, those people who are already working in product companies. Like, they have a marketing department in their uh, companies, and even if I told them that I'm a performance marketer, they are like, sorry, I don't know what it is actually, could you tell us? Even people at senior places, they don't know about it. So the awareness is not much about the industry that people would actually know the value of it. So I won't complain someone if they are telling you against it, or if they're advising you against it. And that yeah, IS must be a good job, SD must be a good job, but in a few years I'm also going to prove that what I'm doing is also very good. And all these new things that happen, I kind of show, I kind of keep my parents in loop, and they're also excited about all the new things. Like, recently there was this AI greeting that was made in the company, and it was really personalized. Like, it was kind of the AI avatar of the global CEO, who was wishing us in our regional language, with personally taking our name and referencing our interest and everything. And even friends, parents, family, and even I show that video to, they're like excited about, oh, this is something cool, and I like, you're doing a cool job. So yeah. So the thing is, a lot of people are not aware about it, but it is something that, when you once you tell them really properly what exactly that is happening, everyone gets excited to know more about it. And yeah, like, in 5 year, 10 year, I'm pretty sure this is gonna be the new buzzword, to be a performance marketer and to get into this field. And parents would be like, now you're gonna go here. Not now, but yeah, in future, I'm pretty sure that's gonna happen. The only word of wisdom is have faith in what you're going through. So not every person has the same kind of background or the same kind of ability professionally or academically to be on the same page. Like, I got placed pretty soon, but my peers, they might take a little bit more time. So it doesn't mean that there's something wrong with the program, or someone is trying to not get you placed. It's just that everyone has their own pace of things happening, and you just have to have faith in whatever you've been taught, and the process and system that has been set into place for you to get hired. Someone might take more time, and someone might uh, get placed right on the second day after graduating out of Kraftshala. So it's totally a personal thing that happens. And everyone, like, from 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 being on the both sides of the this thing where I was not placed and I was placed. After that, I understand the anxiety a person might have to get placed sooner, especially after going through a 3 months or a 6 months program. So I do understand it. Why someone might feel like, no, this might be a wrong thing, or especially with a lot of other people kind of putting pressure from outside. अब तो program हो गया, अब क्या हुए कि नहीं please. The only word of wisdom I'd have is have faith in yourself, in your ability, and in the system Kraftshala is put into place, because a lot of people have already got out and got hired before you, right? So you're not the first one who's gonna face any kind of problem. So they are kind of well equipped to handle all kind of situations that is going to come your way. So you just have faith, you just do whatever you're told to do, and maybe more, learn more if you want to, like, get out of the syllabus that's being taught to you and just learn more. That is okay. So the only word of wisdom I'd say is just have faith in the program and in the brand of Kraftshala, and you would be good to go. There won't be any problem.